problem is, most people are too scared to even start. They come up with all sorts of excuses about why they can't win, why they won't succeed. They'll say things like, other people are already doing it. Someone has already done it. Sure, your passion might not be easy to get into. The business you want to start may be very difficult to succeed in. It might be a crowded space, but it's never crowded at the top. There's always room for the best.
There's always room for the best. And you know what? There is always room to get better. Even when you become the best. That is what the best do. They are always growing, always reinventing themselves. That is why they're the best. They are obsessed, positively obsessed with reaching the very maximum of their potential. And when they get there, they understand there is always another level. If one mountain is conquered, they find a bigger mountain, a greater challenge.
Before 1984, there were many great basketball players playing in the NBA. The percentage of players that didn't make it was much higher than those who did. But that didn't stop a man named Michael Jordan, because there was always room for the best.
Whatever your passion, if you are committed to master it, if you are committed to become the leader, if you are committed to become the very best at what you do, you will succeed. If you refuse to quit until you win, there's no way you can't win in the end. But most people won't even start. And of the people that do start, most of those will quit far too soon. They'll see all the obstacles as unbreakable barriers, rather than the mere hurdles and lessons they were sent for. They see the big companies as undefeatable giants, rather than viewing them as a Goliath. When they are the David to that Goliath, you can defeat anyone or any group of people if you're committed to be the very best.
What can you do different? What can you do better?
Are you willing to suffer now to live with that pride later?
Aim high, believe big. It is never crowded at the top.
Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start getting excited about what could go right.
If you're focusing on problems, you will see more problems. If you focus on possibilities, you will see more opportunities. So focus on the possibilities and be ready for the opportunities that are coming in the future by doing the work now. There is always room for the best.
If you are committed to master it, if you are committed to become the leader, if you are committed to become the very best at what you do, you will succeed.
If you don't at the very least believe it is possible to be the best in your field, don't even try. At the very least, you have to have that belief and ambition that it is possible. You've got to at least try to offer something better than anyone else does it. Something different from the rest. If you don't, you'll never be the best. You've got to put in that work. Master your craft. You can do it. It is not impossible.
If you refuse to quit until you win, there's no way you can't win in the end.
Tell them to make room for you. Make room for the best. And then get to work and earn that spot. If they tell you 99% fail, don't lose faith. Believe you are in that 1%. Know without doubt you will be in the 1%. Maybe not right now, maybe not tomorrow, but in the end, you will win because you refuse to settle for anything else. There is always room for the best.
No matter how big your dreams are, there is always room for the best. I know when people start setting out their dreams, the number one thing that they worry about is whether or not they're actually going to be able to make those dreams come true. They look at people who are extraordinary and they think, I could never do that. They look at the field before them and they think it's already crowded. There are too many people in here. I'm never going to be able to make my voice heard. But the reality is, there's always room for whoever can outperform the other people, and so the focus should never be on getting the goal, reaching the dream. It should always be on getting better every day. Once you switch your mind from winning a championship over to being capable of a championship performance, all of a sudden everything in your life changes because the clarity of what you need to do every day becomes crystal clear. You need to work on your skill set. Between where you are today and where you want to go is a gap, and that gap is a gap of skill set. Once you understand that, and once you spend your time relentlessly pursuing the skills that you need to acquire to get where you want to go, then how you spend your time is very simple. You spend your time practicing with deliberateness the things that you need to get good at in order to outperform everybody else. That's it. Instead of worrying about whether you've got a medallion around your neck, whether you're the gold medal winner, that's completely irrelevant. Are you the best? Are you the best? Can you outperform people? Are you putting in the time and energy? Are you pushing yourself beyond your breaking point? Are you doing everything in your power to get better? That is the key. That is the thing that separates the good from the great. The people who switch their mind off from being something and focus entirely on becoming something, on getting great, on really identifying where their weaknesses are, what they're going to have to improve at in order to perform at that level. When you hunger for that, when you just want the skills, because you want to be able to perform at something, you want to be able to do something, create something, build something in this world, then you're going to make your dreams come true. But until that point, if all you're thinking about is success, money, fame, you will fail. Because your time and energy and your attention are on the wrong thing. You're thinking about the trophy. You're not thinking about the skills. You focus on the skills, and no matter what, no matter how big your dream, you'll be able to make it come true. Because there's always room for the best.